Deborah Omawale Jarman, the Executive Director of the San Antonio African American Community Archive and Museum, and we're super excited to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the Negro Baseball Leagues.
Name's Greg Garrett. I am a researcher, programmer, back 40 manager, kind of a jack of all trades over at University of Texas San Antonio's Institute of Texan Cultures. And we are here to celebrate the 100-year anniversary of the National Negro League, founded by Rube Foster in 1920, with this awesome little exhibit that we've got set up here at the airport.
My name is Tiffany Smith. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Texas Kidney Foundation, and I'm here for the unveiling of Invisible Diamond.
The exhibit behind us is celebrating the 100-year anniversary of the National Negro Leagues that Rube Foster founded, along with C.I. Taylor and a couple of other gentlemen, in 1920. This was a lifelong effort by Rube Foster. He was working on this from 1910 all the way through the teens, and finally his dream was fulfilled in 1920.
This exhibit is important to SACAM because our mission is to collect, preserve, and share the cultural heritage of African Americans in the San Antonio region. We do that by collecting oral stories, photographs, artifacts, talking to ancestors, trying to put the pieces together of our history here in San Antonio. Unfortunately, history of people of color, and that's all people of color, have been whitewashed. And so what we're doing is taking the whitewash off of history and making everyone's story a part of American history.
So one of the things that started this for me was that we had 5 of my board members on the Kidney Task Force, which we brought back in order to address chronic kidney disease in the state of Texas. So when we started talking about barrier breakers, you know, we have 5 on my board for the task force, 8 from San Antonio. That's some barrier breakers, right? And I felt like, just like these guys behind me are barrier breakers and set the pace for us in this nation, that's what our guys are doing here.
We're trying to celebrate the Texans that were the big movers and shakers in the National Negro League. Men like Biz Mackey, Willie Wells, Andy Cooper, Hilton Smith, all the gentlemen that are at Cooperstown now. Along with the national figures that we have, we've also tried to put a spotlight on the local scene, the Texas scene. We're talking small town ball like Kerrville, Texas, Hondo, Texas, Del Rio, Texas, Luling, Lockhart, all these small towns. Black baseball was part of the fabric of these towns, along with white baseball, along with Spanish baseball. Baseball was part of the fabric of Texas, and that's what we're celebrating here.
So we're super excited that this exhibit is at the airport because it allows people going and coming from San Antonio to recognize that San Antonio embraces all cultures, and we're looking at celebrating all cultures in this city.
This is not the end of this project. What I believe Miss Deborah and I envision, Miss Deborah over at SACAM, what we envision is this continues to grow, the community becomes a part of it, and it just becomes an organic project that doesn't end and constantly has additions to it. There's stories that still need to be told, whether it's on the local level, the state level, or the national level. Even though we know a lot about these men that played on the national level, there's still stories that are hiding out there. So as we begin to develop it, we just want the community to jump on board and add what they can to it and to continue the discussion so that the discussion never ends, because these gentlemen deserve that.
In this time in history, where we see so much unrest, let's remember that we can come together. Baseball played an integral role in what we saw happen in our nation in regards to race relations, and it can still do that. Let's think about what it takes to be a barrier breaker. Let's think about what it takes to be an invisible diamond. You don't have to be out front every single time, but you do have to get to the table and decide what you want to do. You do have to be a team player. You do have to realize that the guy across the way has some skills that you don't have and that you need.
So I would like to thank the San Antonio International Airport, the University of Texas San Antonio Institute of Texan Cultures, the San Antonio Missions baseball team, and the Texas Kidney Foundation for coming together to make this project happen. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you at our San Antonio International Airport.